Chapter 37, The Jesus Trilogy, Book 2, Then There Were Two. Honey, I'm just about packed. Do you know where my team sweater is? I just got done washing it. It'll be dry in a few minutes. Great. Sweets, can you watch the baby, Lucy, while I go pick up some groceries at the store? Sure. I shouldn't be gone more than 20 minutes, but I can't be gone when you and Therese are gone to Jerusalem, Diana said. Her voice did not flinch when using the other woman's name. I can get it for you, Johnny said. Do you have a list? No, I better do it. Then I'll have everything. It's not that I don't trust you, she said in jest, but I better do this myself. Well, whatever, Johnny said. Diana grabbed her jacket and headed for the door. As she got to the street, she saw Therese coming toward her and waved. Johnny's inside. Just go in. I think his knee needs a treatment. Thanks, Therese said. Diana had resigned herself to Johnny's double life. She had cried long and hard about it and thought about it for months, but she finally decided that even if she didn't have all his love, she had so many other things, especially their baby, it was worth the pain she would most assuredly endure. The decision was easy. She had chosen the good life for she and her baby. Despite her petite size, she was a strong woman and would survive. She whistled as she went, it was wont to do, and continued to walk briskly down the street. Hi, baby, Cherie said, knocking on the door. Hi, beautiful. Is Diana out there? No, she's gone down the street. Oh, good. Johnny took her in his arms and kissed her full in the lips. He still avoided open affection for Therese when Diana was around. Therese didn't always follow the same code of conduct. She would run her hand on his leg openly when they were together and occasionally kiss him. Diana would just ignore it all. Therese wanted him, and Diana was bound and determined she wouldn't get him. Diana's ace in the hole was that Therese hated little kids, especially when they bawled. And, of course, Johnny adored little Lucy. The two sat down on the sumptuous white couch, and Johnny began kissing Therese all over. Therese warmed to his kisses and returned the passion. After a few minutes, the two were very aroused. Just then, from the back room, little Lucy began to cry. Johnny kept kissing his therapist, but she cooled when the crying intensified and turned away from Johnny. Hold that thought, Therese, Johnny said as he got up and headed for the bedroom to quiet his baby daughter. Therese puckered her lips again and whispered, Hurry back. Johnny got to the bedroom and found little Lucy crying loudly as she lay on her back in the crib. He tried to quiet her, but she just began to cry louder than ever. Johnny picked her up and found her diaper to be not only wet but messy. He quickly began to change her. He was in a hurry and fumbled with the diaper pins as he changed her. Finally, he got her changed, albeit not cleaning Lucy too well. He propped her bottle up in her mouth, lay her on her side, and headed back to his lover. The passionate kissing resumed at an even steamier level, and Therese said, Let's go to the bedroom. The two had not made love to one another in this house yet, but Therese was dying to do so. Johnny hesitated, but the power of love took over, and they headed arm in arm back to his bedroom. Just as they got to the huge double doorway of Johnny and Diana's bedroom, Lucy began to cry again, this time in earnest. Johnny said, Go get naked, baby. I'll be right there. Therese, despite the hated bawling, was now too aroused not to obey, and she dutifully headed for the massive heart-shaped bed, leaving her clothes in a trail behind her sleek, swaying body. Johnny hurried back to Lucy's bedroom. She was now crying full bore and did not plan to quit crying any time soon. Her bottle was still full and her diaper was dry. He picked her up and began pleading with his little baby to please quit crying so Daddy could have some fun. Please, Lucy, just be quiet for 15 minutes. Then Daddy and Therese will both hold you. Then Mommy will be home. Please, please. But the crying did not abate. In fact, it got louder. Therese yelled from the bedroom, Hurry, Johnny, or I'll start without you. Johnny's famous temper now began to rear its ugly head. Please be quiet. You can't cry now, he pleaded. Daddy needs you to quit. Please, his voice sharpened. If you don't quit, Daddy will have to spank you. Hurry up, Johnny, Therese yelled again from the other room. Lucy, Lucy, be quiet. She ignored her father and continued to wail. He then did something he had never done before. He spanked her on the little bottom, at first just a little pat, When she continued to cry, he spanked her again a little harder. His massive hand hit her bottom several more times. Her cry now turned to a full scream. Cherise yelled again from the other room for Johnny to hurry up. Sweat poured from Johnny's forehead. His anger turned to rage. He took his precious little daughter and began to shake her. "Stop crying now," he said through clenched teeth. After about 15 seconds, the crying ceased. "Thank you, Lord," Johnny said. He gently put her back in the crib and ran into the other room where Cherise was dancing in her glorious birthday suit on his huge bed. He took a flying leap, and soon the two were in the throes of ecstasy. After a few minutes, they both lay back, their passion spent. Suddenly they both jumped, a searing scream coming from the other room. "Johnny!" Both the lovers recognized the voice of Diana. Johnny ran out stark naked into Lucy's bedroom. Cherise slowly began dressing. "Johnny, what happened to the baby?" Diana asked. "She won't move." Lucy's eyes had rolled back in her head, and she appeared lifeless. Johnny could see she was breathing, but otherwise not moving. "She was crying, and Cherise and I spanked her. Just a couple pats." Again Diana let out a blood-curdling scream. "Diana, she's okay. She's breathing." Again Diana screamed. Cherise now entered the room, but purposely left her hair disheveled and her blouse wide open in front, making sure to leave no question in Diana's mind what Johnny and Cherise were doing. When Cherise caught sight of the lifeless baby, her jaw dropped a foot. She quickly buttoned her blouse, swept back her long blonde hair. Get out, and take your therapist with you." "Diana, I just patted her a couple times. She quieted right down, I swear. She'll be okay. She's just real tired." Get out now. I'm taking her to Dr. Luke, and if there is anything wrong with her, I'll kill you both, I swear." Diana shook with anger. "She'll be fine," Johnny said, trying vainly to calm her. He leaned over to kiss little Lucy, but Diana pulled her away and ran out of the room. Out of the front door, straight away to Dr. Luke's, her precious baby held tightly in her arms.